Alright, consistent wisdom back with some new things. I'm going to talk about some stuff that probably won't make sense to a lot of people, but people that is interested in some esoteric type of stuff, y'all will like this kind of thing. So I'm going to start off by talking about the importance of pyramids. So we've seen everywhere across this planet that pyramids is something that all these equatorial, tribal, primordial type of groups use, whether it's Egypt, whether it's down in South America, in all these, even in Louisiana, they got mounds and pyramids all over the place. And you wonder, why is it that pyramids is so important to the kinds of people that had these ancient ways? And you know, simple-minded people will say, oh, it's just because pyramid is an easy shape to build a tower. But you know, that's for people that just want to call everybody that was before us stupid and savage. We know what kind of people think like that. So, what's the real reason we're looking at all this ancient symbolism and seeing these shapes all over the place? Well, one thing a lot of people don't know is that the melanin in the cells is shaped in pyramidal structures. They all focus around the nucleus of the cell. When you look at your body, for example, your nose, your cheekbones, your wrists, all you see is pyramids. Your hand, it has pyramids based on it. Your nose has pyramids based on it. 1 second. All parts of your body are built in a way that give you access to these shapes. If you look at the foot, you see one pyramid and then it dives into a diamond shape with two pyramids built on it, rising up to your knee, which has another structure here shaped in the same direction, all building these interlocking shapes. And when you look at the shapes, they all connect to different parts of the body in a complete geometric structure. It's not just a random shape that makes your skull. It's an efficient structural shape meant to allow the flow and function of electrical flow, conduits. This melanin, when you look at what melanin is, people say it's just a pigment, and that makes no sense whatsoever. If melanin is just a pigment, then how is it that your entire brain is made of melanin? The idea of melanin is just a pigment is pure stupidity. You need melanin for electrical function. When you take melanin in an open environment and there's there's water and melanin and sunlight, the melanin will constantly pulse electrical flows, even if nothing's there. So you could easily say the start of life came from melanin, water, and sunlight pulsing until something, boom, sparked and began to actually move. But we aren't getting into all of that. Why is pyramid so important? It's real deep. I'm not going to get into all of it because it's going to confuse people and I don't want this to be too long. But you know how in the Bible they talk about the holy number 7? And in all kinds of different other spiritual texts, they always talk about the number 7 as being so important to the spiritual world. Well, let's look at what the number 7 is made of. If you break it in pieces, you get the number 3 and you get the number 4. And if you take a four-sided object called a rectangle, and then you attach it to three-sided objects called triangles, you create a pyramid. That's a four-sided bottom, and then 4 triangular shapes all come together just like this to make a pyramid. So the sacred geometry of a pyramidal structure involves the number 3 and the number 4, and together that creates 7, a very integral number to the structure of life. In numerology, cosmic functions of numbers, the number 7 is tied to your kidneys. And the kidneys is the most important organ to maintaining the flow of electrical charge in your body. Without the kidneys continuously cleansing and cleaning those structures, the electricity in your body would stop, your heart would clog, and you would die from your aorta closing up. So we're watching all these things happen, and we're trying to understand. It's all deep, and no one really wants to get it. No one wants to get all the way into it. But we have to start to understand how sacred geometry and these special numbers come together to generate the body. For the rest of this week, or however long, I just want you to think about and try to count the number of pyramids that are on your body. If you just keep looking for pyramids, you're going to be mind blown how you see that your whole body is made of these special structures. All right. Consistent wisdom. Have a good day.